Hey guys! Well, I've got you here for a new and exciting adventure, because I now have the ability to record HDMI, so I can record Switch games. And there's a Switch game I've been itching to play more than a few others that I think would be a lot of fun on this channel. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Or is it Arceus? I'm not gonna have that debate. We're gonna call it Arceus because the thing in Sun and Moon was the RKS system. To know thine appearance. Well, I sure don't look like any of these children, but we'll just be one. Last time I played as the Dawn characters, so we'll be Lucas today. Uh, all right. What is thy name? BHBP. There we go. All is correct and as it should be. Yes. B. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. B. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Well, I didn't do that before, so that might be something we can work towards. Whoa, man, what a gnarly dream. Is that some kind of Pokemon truck? Sure was. Ah! We're falling. My phone! No! Can't even take selfies in the void. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, there. Golden glittering god. Yo, Arceus got that iPhone 13 upgrade. Alright, here we go. But where are we going? He said it was a land strange to us, and we look like we were a kid who just fell out of our bed. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Oh man, look. Are you alive, my boy? Whew. Alright, where are we? You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that, but thank goodness you seem unharmed. Where am I? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? Who throws a shoe, honestly? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to be of an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some direction? You have somewhere you could stay? No, I really don't. Look, man, you said it yourself. I fell out of the sky. Do people who fall out of the sky usually have travel arrangements? I don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. That's a most pickle, proper pickle. Right proper. I don't know what to do. Somehow, I guess. Yo, cool Pokemon, by the way. Can I have one? I see. No gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Woo! Plish splash. Oshawott, why do you make that sound? You're right, I just shot up to these three runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky, almost as if they knew you'd appear. Ah, but you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do, I just came from the Pokemon world. I like to assume he came from Sinnoh in the future or present. Whoever this guy seems to have some common ground, eh? These three Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Called HPP. The name has quite the ring to it. I know, right? I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. I do apologize, I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Professor Leventon. I'm something of a Pokemon professor myself. Tell me, look at this man, and tell me this is clearly not Hop's ancestor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. I mean, look at him. Yes, Pokemon such as the... And they're off. Oh, blast and bother! My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? Terribly sorry, you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you three, wait! Alright, right into the action. So we have the ability to run around freely, in a way that I think is much better than the first couple forays into 3D in Pokemon. But we're just gonna keep on running. And look, it's a familiar golden glow. I like how I could move slightly after it stopped me. Glowing, beeping object. Some kind of cellular phone. Man, I hope they have reception in the past. You found something that resembles a phone. Unless my eyes deceive me, that's a phone. Message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Alright, we got it. We gotta seek out all Pokemon. Okay. I'm gonna follow the professor, though, because he's got his three homies that need to be caught and rounded up and caught again. Stop stopping me. Yet another miss. You've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Apparently. You would never know. The, leaf bow tie it's got. Clue! That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or outraged. And that thing is mad as hell. Boom! That Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Splish splash! Why does it make that noise? I forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching a Pokemon. Here, my boy, you see Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. There's some unusual Pokeballs. He gave us 50, and you might be like, that's a lot of Pokeballs. But honestly, is it? Oh, speaking of that, as I'm recording this game is 1 year old today. It's a lot of fun to play on launch day. I mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. Okay, Professor Leventon with the really weird Pokemon revelations. Like, nobody looks at a Rhyperior and says, oh, I bet that thing can shrink itself down at any moment. Fit inside the ball, comfy as can be, and with that, you've got a Pokemon. Okay. You have just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. Awfully grateful if you could catch my three runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim, let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill. I was just gonna say, weren't you just missing all the time? Got the ZR button, and... Alright, let's do this. We can catch ZR. There's Oshawott. Boop! Gotcha! And, seamlessly, the game just lets us run over here and keep going. Caught a Pokemon, you got a knack for this, HPP, just to still have you the words. Okay, now we'll catch Rowlet, we can sneak up on him. Boop! And then Cyndaquil is over by the rocks. Caught Rowlet as well, I just kind of... Ooh, bravo, indeed. Never mind, let's wrap this up. Post-haste, shall we? He didn't say post-haste, but I did not see what he actually said. Alright, there's Cyndaquil. They'll never see us coming. And there we... Oh, man. Yes, I'm afraid that could happen. Hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Hey, Sinnoh. If you hit him from the back, catch him by surprise, you get increased chances to catch him. So, that's a good thing to know. You actually have to have some skill in how and where you throw the ball. In a way that I find is much more entertaining than, like, Pokemon Go. The 3 Pokemon you caught only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't listen to anyone yet. As mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd become gumballing. I must say, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? I told you I knew what a Pokemon was, man. Yes, yes. Maybe things happen for a reason. Maybe I have this crazy phone. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arc phone, you say. What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? Dropping you out of the sky like so many balls of hail in a storm? Indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. See, I have a dream. To compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. In the field called the Touch Catalog of Pokedex. A proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research, containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them, and I'm dreadfully awful at that. Ah, there's the rub. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Alright, let's do it. I don't know how to get home anyway, so we're just gonna keep going. Whoever you are, and wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. Do, 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 do. Onward to Jubilife Village. Unlike Jubilife City. Now, we don't have a Gen 4 game yet done on the channel. Gen 4 was... I liked Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I was never a Sinnoh stan. But this game, I like. I like a lot. I guess this can count as our Sinnoh game. Not that I won't do other ones. I mean, I have a Johto game I'd like to do sometime in the relatively near future that I think would be fun. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you forgive my bringing him to the village for a bit. And, definitely feel like a fish out of water here. And look at all these people. Like they're cosplaying. The weirdest convention I ever fell out of the sky to. But here we are, and we just kind of have to deal with it. Such is the way. Alright. Well, Professor Leviton, we can't run, which is a little bit annoying. I'm a long way. The Galaxy Expedition Team. The road we're on now is known to the locals as Kanala Avenue. I just realized that sounds somewhat like Canalave City. We know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. They're afraid of Pokemon here, you see, because they're dangerous. Now, remember that thing Professor Oak was always telling us about not going out without a Pokemon? That's just the reality here. You run out without a Pokemon, and we'll get there. Ah, botheration! I'd almost forgot. I need to go and report we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to visit me at the canteen? Just past this bridge. The Wallflower, it's called. Arc phone is beeping. Well, it seems to show you where you need to go. Hit minus button to view the map on your Arc phone. You can consult the map for guidance. Ho-ho! The guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. Not sure where to go? Check the markers. Easy enough. We get a little bit of free roam exploration around here. So we're just gonna go over to the canteen. Be right there. Okay. And there's the waypoint telling us to go over here. Go talk to this guy. What's your name, man? Looking at us all sus. Well, now, aren't you awfully sus? The Wallflower's for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Wow. Benny there, Dunny that. You rude lad. Ah, don't look. Look now. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. Well, I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. But if you were attacked by a Pokemon, you'd be minced meat in those flimsy clothes. Oh yeah, and you're wearing armor? If the guard lets you through, though, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Well, I fell out of the sky onto Professor Levinton. He's a scholar from a faraway place. More like a Galar-away place. This Pokemon do get away from him at times, makes me worried for him. Hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not long ago and had to take to my bed. Professor, well, I wonder how long he'll last. Does he just suck? Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite alright now. HPP here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Cylene's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Cylene? Yeah, assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Cylene. Professor Levinton has showed me how you helped to secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control, and now it seems like he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough for you to work for your keep. But you can't simply take a stranger who wanders in among us, without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh ho, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Just kind of how it is around here. Everybody seems rude, or they have their head in the clouds. No matter, the rest of us could share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? He even smiles like How. Or not How, Hop. Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. And just like that, Benny makes us our food. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. You know, after playing this the first time, I looked up potato mochi, and it just seems like potato cakes that are deep fried. And I'm honestly like, you know, I don't like potatoes as much as the next guy, so I just don't know if, like, I think it would be all it's cracked up to be in this game. But I guess we'll see. Maybe I should make it sometime. Ah, well, you know that great hole in the sky we call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. I watched him. I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts and potato mochi. Now, as you know, there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are, in the grass, in forests, by water, wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Yes, thank you, Akari, for explaining everything. You know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures that'll kill you before you hit the ground. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. Except if you catalog it in a Pokedex. You successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of such a feat as that. They all have terrible aim. 3? You had enough time catching even 1 when wild Pokemon come after us. To be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack, but the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Too sus, Benny. Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi now. The slow progress on the Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, HPP, and think, if you made it into the Galaxy team, you never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fall out of the sky. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, do you remember that HPP has a trial to pass? You do remember he has a trial to pass toward join the Survey Corps, right? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in HPP's skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. HPP, was it? For tonight, at least, we'll provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. Cool house. If you fail to pass the trial we put you to tomorrow, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate. That's, kinda gnarly, y'all, just throwing me out to the wild creatures to eat me. I mean, y'all are like fully trained galaxy people, and you're afraid of what, a single wild Pokemon. You're just gonna dump a kid outside because I couldn't catch something you wanted me to? At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? Good thing we don't all fall out of the futons we sleep in here. Imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. With that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, good night. Ominous clouds, a rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. And let's go to our survey quarters. Do-do-do. I thought this place looked kind of nice. Be a nice, nice quaint little cabin to crash in. And make a fire. Sunken hearth to keep the room heated, but we're just gonna sleep on our futon. We got numerous scrolls and books to write in, survey tips, all sorts of useful information. We shouldn't need those. Record keeping to save your progress. The game also auto-saves at certain points, so don't get too discouraged. If you're the type of person to play along, you will be okay. Just, you can also turn off autosave if you don't want it. There are reasons to not have it, because say you are shiny hunting or catch something that you don't want to catch. You don't want it to automatically save, and oh! That is, that tree did nothing. Also, that tree is very large compared to all the other trees, but that tree just got zapped. Thing that wasn't on our house the next day. Good morning, HPP. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. Alright, up we go. There were lots of items in it. Go out. We still need a change of clothes. We're just kind of wearing our, like, future sleeping clothes that we fell out of the sky with. Nice sleep, even this land is strange and new to you. Let's go to the headquarters. Captain Silene is waiting. Okay. Just kind of in our skivvies running through here. Lots of people to talk to, though. Commander Kamado is fantastically strong. Rumor has it he once sent a Pokemon flying with one of those sumo throws he's so proud of. And this is the Galaxy headquarters, so we'll head right on in. Interesting that it's made of brick and the other buildings are not. But I guess they had limited brick and they used it on the resources that they could. Survey Corps' offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up, keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. It's hit by partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. What happens when you go so far afield? But the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner Pokemon, he took a beating. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Well, hopefully we can fix that. Captain Silene, HPP is here. You may enter. Let's get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon for the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. You mean better than the rest of you? I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you need in the field. Cool, now we have a pack. Satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Akari, do you even have any Pokemon? Galaxy Team's field trial. Press Y while consulting the map on your ARC phone. Come here with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter, Professor Lavington. In order to complete the Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, HPP must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Aha! Woo! Boom, boom, and plish splash. Yep. Okay. Go on, HPP. Pick a Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Oh, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your own? Okay, so the first time I played this, I went with Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil in this game, his final form is very good, very cool, and one of my personal favorite Pokemon. Rowlet is a lot of the same. Very cool final form, very good Pokemon. Now, the one that I have never seen much about, aside from that it's very good, is Oshawott final form. And I've never used an Oshawott either. So I think we're gonna go with Oshawott. Hello, Oshawott. Plish Plash to you too. And with that, one of the Pokemon you've caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show! I've tucked Oshawott back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. Alright, now the other two of you stay safe. It's a dangerous world out there. Received Oshawott. Word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. They look as if they're cheering on their friend Oshawott. Perhaps they're jealous he gets to help you with your trial. They could be. They did go for dashing from the village when he fell out of the sky. Not to worry, I'll have you two assist me with my research for now. They're very excited about that. By the by, what species has Captain Kylie charged you with catching? The lame ones. All three of those species could be found in the Fieldlands. Here's some Pokeballs to use during your trial. We've already gotten a lot of Pokeballs, but trust me, you'll need them. Maybe handcrafted, but they work as fine as anything we've seen. Trial cleared in no time. Guess you're finally ready to leave the village for your trial. Alright. And with that, we have gotten used to the village of Jubilife and gotten our first Pokemon in this strange new land that we're in. Next time on Legends Arceus, we're going to follow our way back out of the village and do our trial. Let's take a look at Oshawott. Now, this game doesn't have abilities, but it does have natures. Yeah, bashful, so neutral. Just has tackle. But there's something different about the kind of combat in this game. But anyway, next time, we will take on the trial. I'll see you guys then.